Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back. We are continuing Form 3 revision notes. Now we will be doing the coordinate geometry. So Form 3 you are basically dealing with the slope and distances. So before we continue, can I know if you still remember the formulas? Well, you need to know it, of course. So for slope, you can represent it as directly slope or this symbol, or tangent theta is also equals to slope. All three things. But most commonly we write is actually this one, these two. Okay, the formula for slope is the difference of y over the difference of x. So y on top and then x on bottom. This is for your slope. How about distances? Similarly, it's a length. So we have a square root first of all. And then we have the distance of the difference of x squared plus the difference of y squared. Then you can find it. Actually, there are other methods from calculator using the shape pole, but then since I don't want you guys to get confused, plus your school needs you to write all the steps, so it's better you remember these two formulas. So when your exam starts in few days, remember to write all the formulas in advance. These two very important. You will need it a lot. Apart from these two basic things, you also need to know if slopes are same, that means those lines are parallel. Slope basically means like how high or how slant you are going. Okay, like that. But if your slope, they are having a negative in between after multiplying both of them, then it shows the lines are actually perpendicular to each other. So, for example, a line is like this and the other line is like this. There's a 90-degree here. So these two will be their slope after multiplying, it will equals to -1. All right. So can you revise it once more? Slope will be difference of y over the difference of x, y over x. And the distance will be square root first of all. Don't forget the square root. And don't forget there's a plus in between. So difference of x square plus difference of y square. Why do I say the word difference? Difference means big minus small. Actually, you could be small minus big or big minus, it's also the same. In the end, after calculator, it will help you simplifying, so it's good enough. So just do any of them. And then if the question says the lines are parallel, then you have to write this thing directly. Their slopes are same. If the question says that slopes are same, then you have to directly write the lines are parallel. So either way. And if the question says the line are perpendicular, or you could say 90-degree in between, then you have to directly write slope 1 times slope 2 equals to -1. If the question says that the slopes after multiplying slope 1 times slope 2 is -1, then you have to directly write this as well. So everything you have to write it. So again, suggesting you to write all four things when you start the questions of coordinate geometry of straight lines. Even if you are not doing these questions, still write on the front page or on your rough papers, or in Chinese we call it Sogozi. So it's all up to you. Just write it somewhere so that you don't forget it. So now let's get started. The part A, we have to find the slope and also the distance of these 2 points, so A and B. So we have 2 points now. We have to, how do a line form? Do you know? Can we have a line with 1 point? No, we always need 2 points, at least 2 points to form a line. Okay, from here to here, you make a line like that. Even very near, you can still make a line. So you need 2 points basically. So now you have 2 points and you have to find where the line is and how it's drawn, how the distance between them is, and also the slope. So let's find the slope first. Do you still remember slope? Y over x, right? So y, this is x, this is y, this is x, this is y. Now why do I write x1 and x2, y1 and y2? Well, it's just to show that this is the first x, this is the second x, x coordinate of the first point, x coordinate of the second point, like that. So now, difference of y over the difference of x. So slope first of all, 6 minus 2 over 3 minus bracket -1. I put a bracket because there's a negative sign as well. Okay, now 6 minus 2 is 4. How about the down part? Negative negative is positive. So 3 plus 1, 4. In the end, it becomes 1. Oh, that's a nice line. So you have found the slope. You also need to find the distance. How do we find the distance? You have the formula with you. Yay. So square root, x and x first, square plus the other one. Okay, and then what do you get in the answer? Click this first. 3 plus 1, 4, 4 squared, 16. How about here? 6 minus 2, 4, 4 squared, 16. So 16 plus 16 is 32. Actually, until here, you do get good points, but you will still get deducted 1 mark. Why? Because this can be further simplified. How do we simplify it? How is 32 made? 16 times 2. So 16 and then 2. So we can simplify square 16 as 4. So this will be your final answer. Actually, there are other calculator programs that can help you with these, but then since you guys are not attending the face-to-face classes at the moment, so we'll teach you that later. So that's for the distance of A and B. Remember to write AB distance and then AB slope, or slope of AB, slope of distance of AB, like that. So we are done here, right? Let's also do for part B very quickly. Slope, you can use this symbol, of course. I'm doing a little bit quicker now, and you guys can try to do on your own and then just check if it was correct. Slope, you're done. And then the distance. Actually, for distance, you can always just write like this. OEB is, so you have 81 plus 144. And then where do I write? I'll write here, okay? So you have 225. And then click calculator, you get that as 15. Nice. That's a good distance as well. Okay, now I believe that in your exam, you might not have AB for both of them. What you can have is maybe P and Q. And you might even have the same numbers. Nobody knows because it's a revision. Those teachers do give the exact same number sometimes. Just changing AB maybe to PQ. Yep. Okay, so next question. See, remember what I said? If the lines are parallel, then you have to immediately write the slopes are equal. If the lines are perpendicular, you have to immediately write their slopes equals to, after multiplying, equals to -1. So now, next question, what do we have? Parallel. Line L is parallel to MN. What does that say? L is parallel to MN. So, slope of L is equals to slope of MN. Okay, that's how you write the steps. Now, do we know any of their slopes? We can, right? Because we have the point M, we also have the point N. You have 2 points. So can you find the slope? Yes, because you know the formula of slope already. So you have the formula here. You also have 2 points. Can you find the slope of MN first? Then you will automatically know the slope of L because they are actually equal because they are parallel. So you can write it this way. How about the slope of MN? 7 minus 5. 23 minus 20. 7 minus 5 is 12. So here is your slope. Easy peasy, right? Good. So actually parallel is the most easiest one. Perpendicular is you have to remember the formula. That's why it's a little bit hard. For example, next question. It's exactly C. See, there's a 90-degree here. So that means these two are perpendicular to each other. So AB is perpendicular to L. So L is perpendicular to AB. What does that say? If they are perpendicular, then their slopes multiply, it will equals to -1. So slope of L multiplies slope of AB will equals to -1. All right. Do we know the slope of AB? We can because we have 2 points. You have 2 points, then you can find the slopes using the slope formula. So please find it. So we don't know this part, just leave it. Slope of AB, 4 minus -1. Oops. 3 minus minus 5. And then you get that as 5 over 8. All right. What does the question need? Slope of L. So you have here slope of L. You don't need this part. It's multiplied here. So what do you do? Yes, divide it on the other side. Click calculator. You should be able to get that. Slope of L will be negative 8 over 5. Don't forget the negative sign. Okay? So it's not that hard. If you don't understand it, just rewatch the video. You might get it as soon. Okay? All right, so once again, let's revise. If they say the lines are parallel, you immediately write their slopes are equal. If they say the lines are perpendicular, you immediately write their slopes multiply equals to -1. You have to immediately write it or else you will get confused. If you have written that, then you can do anything. Okay, one question. If they are, how about I have a here? Actually, let me draw first. A here, B here, C here. AB slope and then BC slope and also AC slope. What's so common? What's so special about the slopes? Yes, they are all equal. Why? See, they're going into the same directions. Of course, the slope will be equal. How can we prove it? Well, if your exams, you might have the coordinates given. So after you are given all the coordinates, find their slopes. Find AB slope, find BC slope, because B is common in between them. So you can find AB and BC. And if you see that, or even AC, if all three slopes are same, it shows that ABC is on a one straight line, on the same straight line. And we name that as collinear. What does collinear means? Points on the same line. So all these points are on the same line. So A, B, C are because more than one. A, B, C are common, comma. A, B, and C are collinear because all their slopes are same. Which slopes? Slope of AB, slope of BC, slope of AC, they all are same. So they are in the same line, same straight line. So they are collinear. All right. So let's try to do similar question now, if you get that part. Here we do have it. Oh, nice. This question, we have 3 points given, and they say that they are on the same coordinate plane. What is that? It's just that X and Y plane. So they are somewhere here. All right. You can draw on your own if you have time. And then you have to determine. So you have to decide whether they are collinear or not. Collinear means points lining on the same straight line. They lie on the same straight line. So let's see. If their slope and their slope and their slope, all the slopes are equal, then they are on the same line segment, okay? They are on the same lines. So let's find it. Let's find PQ first and also find QR. PQ will be y over x, right? So 2 minus 4, 2 minus -2. Here will be, what do you get in the end? -2 over 4 equals to -1 over 2. How about that part? PQR, -1 over 8, 2, 2, -3 over 6, -1 over 2. So they both are same. So P was here, Q was here, R was here. Their slopes are same, and they are also going in the same direction. So that means they are a collinear. They are on the same segment. So this line segment means from here to here, because line is unlimited. But if you want to name them, P and Q, this part is called the line segment, like that. So because the slope of PQ is equal to the QR, Q is between them, and Q is the common endpoint of both PQ and RQ. So we can say they are collinear. So in the exam, you also can write this part. Slope of PQ equals to slope of QR, and Q is the common endpoint of the line segment PQ and QR. So PQ, P, comma, Q, and R are collinear. Easy peasy? Good. So that's for this slope and distance topic. You can do the rest on your own. All right. And just continue doing this few times. Your teachers may give you exactly the same questions. So all you need is practice makes perfect. So do it one again and again and again. Do it 10 times. And if you don't get it wrong 10 times, then actually you already understood it. Easy. So see you next time in next video. I'm not sure if I'll be continuing with the Form 3 topics anymore. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.